Oh no, we've run out of sand for the site at Nell Station lift project. Let's call a well-known supplier to the trade. Welcome to Nell Model Railway. My name's John, and in this video I'm going to show you how I've made my own 1-ton drop sacks in 4mm scale with the help of Fred. Okay, these drop sacks can be made using a laser cutter, which I have used, but they can also be made without a laser cutter with a steady hand and a scalpel and ruler. First of all, I drew out my plan on Lightburn, and I've scaled the drop sacks at 14mm square. Initially, I downloaded an image that I was going to imprint onto the drop sacks from Google, but when I tried to import it onto the Lightburn software, it converted it to black and white, and I wanted color. So I had to go through a two-stage process. The first stage was drawing out the drop sacks on Lightburn and printing that image 1-to-1 scale. I was then able to export the image from Lightburn to Inkscape and ensured that it was a 1-to-1 reproduction, and from there I was able to overlay the color graphics onto the drawing and to ensure that the location for each graphic was correct on each segment of the sack. Once I was happy with the location of the graphics in the Inkscape software, I printed out a couple of sheets on A4 paper, knowing that when they went to the laser would cut precisely around the sacks. And here they are being cut out. And finally, it all cut out. Once cut out, it was a question of using a ruler or any sharp, straight edge to fold over the tabs and one side of the sack in order to be able to stick the sack together. And as you can see from the video, they are quite fiddly, and it's difficult to use tweezers and fingers. So really it's a question of just taking your time. You might remember the photograph of Fred assisting me, and you may have noticed that the handles on the drop sack he was looking into were rather large. So my plan changed, which I should have mentioned, and I designed just straight legs in effect at the top of the sack, which, as you see in the gluing stage, those pieces being folded over and stuck down to give the impression of handles. And here is an image of the first sack I made with the handle legs, so to speak, not stuck down, so not looped. The following image is of them looped down and the finished article. Now I should point out the reason I decided to make these sacks, apart from enjoying the scratch building aspect of model railwaying, is that I saw on various sites similar sacks ranging from £8 to £12 for a varied amount, up to say 10. And I felt that was quite expensive, because part of that, in almost £4 in some cases, was postage and packing. So make my own. And it's cost me a couple of sheets of paper, a little bit of ink, a few dabs of glue, and a little bit of time. And I feel a lot prouder having made them myself. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and please subscribe, and I'll try and bring another video to you in the near future. Again, probably adding things to the building site.